Alright, what's up everyone? Trevor here, and today we're going to talk about um, food and nutrition for youth athletes, kids. And this video is really meant for the parents, the coaches, the adults, the whether aunts, uncles, whoever it is, grandparents, the ones helping kids and helping the youth athletes improve. And you see it so often. Your little Johnny wants to be a good baseball player or whatever. So, you don't hesitate to spend $500 on that new bat or uh, thousands of dollars on some special sport lesson with some special coach who's not going to do anything for him. Maybe it's helping, probably not, because they're probably not even athletic or anything like that at all, which is a whole different issue, a whole different topic, because your kid's not ready for specialty training or anything like that. They can't do push-ups, they can't crawl or even walk or barely tie their shoe or stand on one foot. But that's a whole nother issue. You're so quick and don't hesitate to spend all this money and invest all this money and time in special equipment and special camps and clinics and coaches and things like that just to make them better at the sport. But you neglect the most important thing, maybe, and that is their nutrition. You expect them to perform and get better and improve and get bigger and stronger and faster and better and more athletic by feeding them all the junk that you do. And a lot of times it just starts because you yourself just eat garbage all the time. And shouldn't be happening. We should allow them to teach them about quality food or quality nutrition and show them and tell them and how it can benefit and how it's going to help them. Whether it's eating, they should be eating whole nutrient dense real food. That's just the way humans are meant to eat. So foods from earth, foods from animals. That's how they should be eating. That's how you should be eating as a parent, as an adult in their life. Showing them, setting a good example for them, and just teaching them the benefits and why eating protein is going to help them, why eating carbs and fruits and vegetables and potatoes and rice is going to help them, why fats are going to help them. This is what you should be doing, but instead you're so quick to buy them all this fancy equipment in camps and clinics and stuff like that. But again, you feed them the goldfish, the chips, the Takis is a big one. All this stuff, school lunches, all the ultra processed food. That's all you push down their throat, and you let them. You're not helping them in that way. Yeah, kids are gonna be kids, and yeah, sometimes they're gonna eat. I'm not saying you have to eat perfectly all the time. That's even as adults. But you have a choice as a parent to ultimately help your kids, and you want to see them succeed. You say you'll do everything for your kids, or anything for your kids, but you don't do the basic things they need, and that's good nutrition and good quality sleep. You just let them eat all this junk, and then you wonder why they are sluggish, why they're all over the place, why they can't pay attention or focus or anything like that, or why they're so weak and frail. A lot of them are skinny, and a lot of them are fat because they're overweight and they don't do anything. That's your fault. You don't. It might sound bad, but yes, that's your fault because you're not being a good example for them. You're not showing them and telling them and investing in good food. Invest time and money in good food. It's not more expensive. You're just lazy, and you think that all this garbage processed food is gonna help build quality people, and just because they're full, but they're not. They're eating more and more and more of it because this food is made so they want to keep eating. Whereas if they're malnourished, they're not getting enough nutrients. Maybe they're getting enough calories, but it's a bunch of junk, empty calories, and they're not getting calories that are providing them the protein, the carbs, the fats, the vitamins, the minerals, fiber, all the stuff that real food provides, and teaching and showing them the benefits of it and how they're going to feel, how much better performance they'll be on the court, on the field, how much stronger they can get, how much faster they can get, how much more energy they'll have to perform their competition. And these are just some of the simple benefits in that way, because a lot of it is about the kids just want to get better at their sport and things like that. And just showing them and telling them that this is what happens when you eat well. You're going to do better in your sport. It's going to make you more athletic. You're going to have more strength, more power, more speed to do more, and more endurance to outlast the competition at whatever sport or activity they're doing. Combining that with the sleep is going to help a ton. Yeah, there's no problem with letting them play video games and stuff like that, but set limits and show them the benefits. Well, give them the consequences. Well, if you're staying up till 4 a.m. and then you got a 6 a.m. practice, that's not going to be. It's going to catch up with you sooner rather than later, or something like that. Or if you're sleeping a lot, then you're going to perform better. You'll have more energy. You'll have better focus. You'll have better hand-eye coordination. You'll be in a better mood, better attitude. Those types of things, and reinforce how much better it's going to be when you're doing this. And that's your job as a parent. You'd be the best parent you can and help your kids succeed. And that starts with nutrition and sleep. Whereas most of you just think it's about buying them the best equipment. Yeah, that stuff's cool. Having a sweet bat is cool. Having a nice pair of basketball shoes is awesome. But that $500 bat ain't going to help if you're a scrawny little weak kid who can't hit out of the infield. Or that $200 pair of basketball shoes ain't going to help if your jumper sucks and you don't have the energy to run up and down the court. You're too weak and you're always injured and tired and sluggish. That's what's really about. And then you feed them. You think they need energy, so you give them chips and goldfish and even worse, the sports drinks that are marketed towards kids, and they're not good either. They're terrible. You don't need to be drinking and buying that stuff. And then you wonder, then they're scarfing down water, and you wonder why they're drinking so much water. It's because they're putting all this junk in their body, and it's making them crave more water. Whereas if you feed them fruits and vegetables, foods that have a lot of water in them, that's going to help hydrate them too. So the main thing about this is invest money, invest time in quality food, invest time in educating them about sleep and all the benefits and positive impacts these things are going to have on, yes, because a lot of times they think that all they're thinking about is getting better at their sport, as I mentioned, and showing them that first, that these things are going to benefit them, that might click. Hopefully that clicks with them, and then you can get into the more actual benefits that it's going to have lifelong, whether it's being a better attitude, better body composition, better strength, better power, feeling better, the organs are better, your heart's better, all the internal health markers are better. And build these habits and get them started younger, so as they're older, once they're in their 20s and 30s, they're not having to revert back after years and being a pile of crap like I was and eating junk and stuff like that, and not starting too late. Get them started earlier and enjoying quality meats and eggs and other protein sources and fruits and vegetables, potatoes, rice, nuts, seeds, avocados, all these different proteins, carbs, and fats that are nutrient dense, quality, real foods that they taste good. They are going to help you feel better, perform better, move better, and just live a better life. And showing them that they're going to help with their sports first, that might be a good way to get them started and get them implemented into their life and in eating real food and consuming more nutrient dense foods. And another way is just you yourself. Look at what you eat. Are you fat, overweight, out of shape, just a bad example of health? And you want to have your kids live the best life, be the best athlete, and be the best human beings they can grow up to be? That starts with you too. You got to set a good example. Become a healthy role model for them. Eat real food. Because if a lot of times they don't listen to you and don't listen to the words, but they'll copy and do what they see. So if you're doing these things yourself and they see this, oh, mom or dad's eating good food, dad's big and strong, maybe I should do that. And you tell and teach and show them that way, that's going to help, I think, a lot more. And then then everything will pay off. And sure, maybe they're not going to be a pro athlete. Not everyone can. That's the 1% of the 1%. But they'll be better prepared throughout their middle school, throughout their high school, college, whatever, however long they play, if they are invested in nutrition and sleep and maximizing that and maximizing their potential and maximizing their abilities through this. Because yes, you can train all you want, but again, training is beating the body down. Training is breaking the body down, whether that's lifting weights or a sprint session or practice. All that is tearing the body down. Then you go and feed them a bunch of junk, or they don't go to bed and they get four hours of sleep. That's not ideal. That's just compounding the negative effects of the tearing down of the body from the training. Whereas nutrition is what rebuilds and refuels, and the protein to rebuild muscle, repair. The carbs to refuel and give energy, and the fats to help everything inside the brain, the organs, all that stuff. That's what we need. That, and then you combine that with the sleep. Now you're actually refueling, re-energizing, rebuilding, and creating a little monster athlete who's going to perform well. And then once they know they're doing better at that, these habits will stick, and then it's going to build them a better life altogether, and keep building and compounding these things. And you don't have to start all together. It's not all or nothing. It's building on small things here and there and stacking those together until you are building a complete little athlete with plan that's building and building and building as they get older, as they grow, and feeding and fueling and showing them the importance of sleep and nutrition. And yes, training is important, but all that's not going to matter if they just never sleep, never eat well. Yeah, sure, there's the genetic freaks out there, but those are even less than the 1% of the 1%. So it's important to take advantage of this and start them young. And again, give them whole nutrient-dense foods. It's going to help them on the court, off the court. Heck, it's sports performance is just part of it. It's going to help them in school. It's going to help them be a better human being and live a better life. They're going to be able to focus. So it's probably going to get rid of a lot of the ADHD and stuff. You don't need pills and medicine, and stop falling for all that stuff too. Start with their nutrition, their sleep. Just doing that, it can change a lot of things. So start them young, get them building habits. And again, it's up to you. I don't know very many kids that are going out grocery shopping, unless it's Kevin from Home Alone, and buying all the stuff and taking it. And some kids are like that, and more power to them if they are. But most kids, especially the ones I've worked with, they're staying up late. They're staying up till 3 a.m. They're video gaming. I mean, I used to do the same thing, and I didn't know any better. I wish I had something like this back when I was young. That eating is good quality food is good for you. Good quality sleep is good for you. Going to bed is good. Yes, I still love to play video games, but now I make sure I have time during the day, and then I'm still in bed by the same time. Going to bed early, get up early, and just start over again. And I think the sooner you can get these ingrained and show them that it's not a punishment. It is a reward to eat good. It is a reward to sleep, because again, that's going to help sports. It's going to help your school. It's going to help just be overall healthy kid and human being. And as they grow older, they'll stick with it, and then they'll be able to pass that along to their kids and their grandkids. And that's what it's really about. Living the best, healthiest life so we can do the best, the things we want to do in life. It's not about eating junk and not sleeping and wasting away all the life that we have. Because again, food, nutrition, those should come before performance, I think. Training, because again, yeah, sure, for a while you might be you're young and your teens and your 20s, you think you're invincible. I know I was the same way. You could eat whatever you want, still look halfway decent, feel halfway decent, but then eventually it catches up with you. And just imagine how much better you could have been. I always that's one of the regrets. What could I mean, I was never a great athlete, but I was a good athlete. I could have probably went farther. I probably wouldn't have got injured as much if I ate better, I slept more, and trained smarter and actually trained. So combining those things is huge. So if you're a parent, don't be so quick to buy all the fancy equipment and buy all these special training and join club teams and all this other AAU and all this other stuff that's going on when you're spending thousands and thousands of dollars on that crap, but you're spending 99 cents at the McDonald's buying them burgers and garbage and fake food that is not feeding them, and it's making them malnourished, and they're feeling weak and no energy and just don't know what it's actually like to feel good and don't know what it's like to perform good on the field, on the court. So invest time, invest money in your food yourself, your nutrition, your sleep yourself, and with your kids so they can ultimately grow and build the habits that they can take with them for the rest of their life. Be the best athlete and be the best human. Same with you. You can be the best human being by eating better, by sleeping better, showing them, set that good example for them. Be that example, that healthy role model in their life instead of that negative effect that a lot of it is having. And again, training is, that breaks down their body, their muscles, their joints. Nutrition, sleep, that's going to help build them and rebuild them, repair, and make them better. So don't have one without the other. Combine all of them. That's what's going to help, again, you build your best athlete, build your best son, daughter, build them into the best human being, and help them become an athlete for life. So ultimately, when they're 80, 90, 100 years old, they're still able to do the things in life they really want to do and enjoy life and pass that along to their kids, their grandkids. And that's what we got for you today, guys. If you have any questions, send me an email, drop comments below, and we'll talk to you again soon.